Hi everyone, good day. It's Hillary the Marketing Mom. Glad you're able to join me today. I'm just gonna turn this. I'm trying to make sure that the light is better there. Right, how are you doing? My name is Hillary the Marketing Mom. I'm a social media manager, digital marketing strategist, business coach and trainer, and I teach mothers in particular, especially those of young kids just like myself. I've got two beautiful girls. One is 4 and one will be 2 very soon, and we've got another on the way in May. So if you're a mom of a young growing family and you're wondering how can I even begin to build a business, any business, but then particularly one that's online is definitely the way to go. If you're growing a family, you're a young family and you're a growing young family, definitely if you want to put your talents to use, put your message and everything out there and still provide for the family income, all right, definitely online marketing is the way to go. And I invite you to schedule a strategy session with me so let's talk about what are some of your options in terms of building that business, whether it's through network marketing, affiliate marketing, or even developing your own products and services. You can visit me at hillarydefreitas.com/strategy. All right, and today what I am talking about, as I mentioned last week Friday, so if you caught the live last week Friday, you would know that today what I'm talking about is looking good, feeling great. All right, and we as women, we know, especially as moms, 9 out of 10 times we don't take care of ourselves. All right, we don't take care of ourselves, and that is a message that I have been hearing for at least the last 2 years, especially working with the business coach that I am working with. So hint hint, if you're not working with a business coach, that means your business is not moving forward. All right, but basically, you know, a lot of the times, especially if you're working from home, your commute is less than a minute. All right, you're moving from your bedroom to your kitchen to your office, so you don't have a lot to do in terms of getting yourself ready. But here's what I want to share with you, because a lot of people, there are very few people actually that I would say who can get up, stay in their PJs all day and have a productive day. Most people need to have a shower, they need to brush their teeth, they need to put their makeup on, and they need to style their hair. Most people. And the reality is, if you are working from home, sometimes you're tempted to just let yourself go. And what happens then is that you start to feel the way you look. Now, I don't know if you dress up all fancy and put on makeup to go to bed, right? But I don't, okay? I got my nightie on, put on my hair net, and I go to bed. So if I wake up on a morning and that's how I am going to work, basically I'm gonna feel how I look. All right, and I want to share this message especially for the moms who, you know, you are working from home, or even if you haven't started your business yet, you do a lot from your home. You're a stay-at-home mom and you're doing a lot, and sometimes you find yourself with 2 kids, one on each leg, the other one who probably went off to school, and you've got a baby in your arm and you're in your nightie. Tell me you have not been there before, okay? And you don't even have time to use the bathroom. I've been seeing a lot of memes about that recently on social media. All right, I mean, yes, we put it out there as a joke, but it's a reality, okay? As a mom, sometimes you're like, you can't even use the bathroom in peace, okay? And that is the mother's reality. So how do you get yourself out of that icky feeling, that feeling of being down? What you do is you've got to make yourself look great. Okay, you've got to pick yourself up, you've got to shower as if you were going to work for 8 a.m. in the morning or 9 a.m. in the morning. You've got to put on the best clothes you have, you've got to put on your makeup, you've got to do your hair. All right, and I know I'm guilty of it, because you know that you've seen me many times on a live where it's like there's no makeup, the hair's looking like, you know, bad hair day type of day, and basically I'm just looking like blah. But the reality is, if you want to feel great and get more done, you have to put on that appearance. It's something with us women, you know, if we look good, we're going to feel great. And the women who don't, you know, subscribe to that, they've got that in them, that impetus in them, where they could get up and have on sweats and a sweatshirt and a wrap over their head, and they could still get their day done. All right, I know writers like that, and a lot of writers tend to be like that. Okay, they're in their comfort. all right? And that's where the creativity comes from. But if you're in business mode, all right, now just imagine, you know, maybe you've got a call or somebody just saw a live and they really want to meet you. It's like they're in your area and they really want to meet you. What are you going to do? You got to rush and go and put on, shower and put on some clothes and put on some makeup so that you make yourself look good. Well, let's just imagine if you did that at 6 o'clock in the morning, regardless of whether you were going out or not. You wouldn't have to be rushed in that sense because you would be ready. I call it that readiness stage. And you know, the thing is, it takes a little bit of mindset to get there, because so during first trimester, I was just like, you know what, I really don't care how I look. But the reality is you should, regardless of what trimester you're in, regardless of whether you are, you know, whether you have the little ones grabbing onto your ankle, you know, because I just came back from our kids orientation, and the first thing is the 2-year-old, well, almost 2-year-old, she's like grabbing onto my leg like, mommy, 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 all right? And we know that they do that. But that doesn't mean that we have to let ourselves go as moms, okay? We don't have to do that. We've got to make sure that we look great, because you know what? Especially as a mom of girls, what I've realized is that the way I look is the way that they're going to want to look, all right? So if I always look a hot mess, my girls will always look a hot mess. Why? Because they don't have anything to aspire to. If you want your girls to look all put together and nice, and I'm not talking prestige, we're just talking comb your hair, put a little powder on, a little lip gloss, you know, some earrings. Today I don't have my earrings. I've really got to get some nice small hoops because I'm not into the big fancy earrings. But do something nice with yourself, all right? And then your girls are going to aspire to that. What I realize is every time I put on makeup, my daughter comes to me and she says, Mommy, you look beautiful. And you know, that is a nice thing to hear. Okay, now it's not that the makeup makes you look beautiful, but it's just that they've recognized the difference. And you know, the funny thing is, in business, people recognize that difference. I want to share a really quick story, and it's an unfortunate story because maybe it speaks to the preconceptions that we have of certain people, okay? But the reality is, you know, this is the reality of our world, and whether we want to believe that that's how it should be or not, I think what matters is that, you know, I think we should want to be presentable at all times, regardless of what status we've gotten to. Now, there's some people who think, you know what, well, I've gotten to a certain status in life where you're going to take me as I am. And the reality is sometimes that could work against you. Now, if you're building a business and you're like at ground zero, you don't have that luxury of take me as I am. Okay, you really don't. You've got to present yourself in a way that people are going to want to work with you. Okay, you can't show up in slacks and, you know, pants that aren't tailored properly and your hair all frazzled. No, you can't do that. And that's just the reality of the situation that we live in. Now, I'm not saying that if you're black like me, you must have straight hair. No, you can do natural styles. Well, I'm not saying that your hair has to always look a certain way. What I'm saying is you got to look presentable. My daughter has the curliest hair on the face of the earth, and I will do anything to get it straight. But the reality is her hair looks lovely when it's curly. So I'm going to do things to make sure that the curl gets life, all right? I mean, the curls are beautiful. I'm not going to change her appearance. I'm going to make who she is stand out. And that's what you got to do as a mom. And it doesn't matter if you're sitting behind a computer all day working your business online, or if you're out and about shaking hands, meeting and greeting with people. You've got to look that way all the time, because the reality is it boosts your spirit. It's like every time I put on lipstick, I'm like, oh, I feel a little cute, right? The other day I posted a picture on my personal page because I really felt like, oh, my husband said you look gorgeous. Now, it could be the pregnancy glow, obviously, but you know, putting on that little bit of lipstick, putting on a little bit of blush sometimes helps you just, you know, feel good about yourself. All right, so when you feel good, you're 100% more productive, trust me. Because if you're depressed about something, let's just think about it. If somebody passed away in your family, you're sad, you're depressed, and you don't want to do anything, right? that is what depression tends to do to us. It makes us feel like, you know what, I don't want to do anything. But if you're looking good and you're feeling good about yourself, then you're going to be able to do a lot more. Okay? So, as I said in the beginning, if you're ready to change your life, elevate your life, bring it home, all right? Especially for my moms who are, you know, they're struggling with this. Do I go out to work or do I stay home and take care of my kids? Trust me, it was the best decision that I made, leaving my job and coming home to my kids, because I have more time for them. I'm able to love them. I'm able to teach them different things that, you know, the reality is a working mom is going to have to literally schedule. Yes, I have a schedule. Yes, I've got to do all of these things. But when you're out in the workplace, you've got less time to do that. And I firmly believe that, you know what, the best place for moms is at home with their children, if it is possible. All right, I know there are a lot of single moms. They're the sole breadwinner, but a single mom can build a business online and provide far more than any job out there. Okay, so if that's you, if you're interested in learning how to do that, learning how to break yourself free from that job, from that 9 to 5 or 8 to 4, as we say here in Trinidad, visit HillaryDeFreitas.com/strategy. Okay, you're gonna get a free 30-minute strategy session. We're gonna go through and figure out what are some of the challenges that you're facing right now that's stopping you from being where you need to be, and then I'm just going to diagnose what are some of these solutions that you can go through. All right, there are many options to building a business online, many options, and you work within your time, your space, and most importantly around your kids. All right, so have a great day. I'll see you tomorrow at 12:30. I know I went a little, yeah. I'm actually creeping up on that 15-minute marker there. So have a great one. See you tomorrow, and don't forget, visit HillaryDeFreitas.com/strategies in the description of this video. Bye, everybody.